40,000 years ago, deep inside the darkest caves in Europe, our ancestors created some of the most beautiful art in human history. But here's what nobody talks about. These paintings weren't decorations. They weren't practice. They weren't boredom. They were rituals. And the evidence suggests early humans believed they were channeling the spirit world. Think about it. These caves are not living quarters. They're deep underground, pitch black, freezing, sometimes requiring you to crawl through tiny passages for hours just to reach the chamber where the paintings are. No one lived here. These were sacred spaces. And the paintings themselves are extraordinary. The animals aren't static. They're alive. They're in motion. Multiple legs are drawn on the same animal, and when lit by flickering torchlight, the images appear to move, like an ancient animation. Early humans invented cinema 40,000 years before Hollywood. But the most fascinating part is what this reveals about early human consciousness. These weren't just skilled artists. They were people who perceived the world completely differently from us. Modern neuroscience tells us something remarkable. Early humans likely experienced a form of consciousness that was far more intuitive, more empathic, and more connected to the natural world than our analytical, language-dominated minds. They didn't think in words. They thought in images, sounds, and feelings. Their brains were wired for pattern recognition, for reading animal behavior, for sensing danger, not for abstract reasoning. And many researchers believe that cave paintings were created during altered states of consciousness, possibly through rhythmic chanting, sensory deprivation in the dark caves, or psychedelic plants. In other words, they weren't painting what they saw. They were painting what they experienced in their visions. We think of ourselves as the most advanced humans to ever live, but our ancestors had something we've lost, a direct connection to the world around them. They could read nature like a book. They could sense things we can't even imagine. And deep in those caves, in the flickering light, they tried to show us what they saw. We just forgot how to look.